Good YouTube, Dylan Walker here, and we are back with a video today. And of course, your mullet hair friend is here. But anyway, today's thing is we're going to be talking about three different categories with five things: music, artist, and things about me personally. Let's jump into the first topic, which is music. My favorite music with 1 through 5, my number 1 is country, number 2 is rock, number 3 is country rap, number 4 is old rock, and then number 5 is oldies to goodies. Now, before anything else, I grew up listening to a lot of country, from Hank Williams to Willie Nelson to Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, a little bit of Patsy Cline, Dolly Parton, Tenny Tucker. Heard a little bit of Clinton Black, Travis Tripp, Reba McEntire, Trisha Yearwood, and etc. A lot of the ones I listen to, and then of course old Hank. Can't forget about old Hank, Bo Cephas himself. Okay, now let's move on to the artist. My number 1 artist right now is Aaron Lewis. A lot of people give him crap since he left metal and went to country and transitioned where he started, was back to his roots, to where he heard a lot of old school music with his old man. Which he has a song that he paid tribute to his old man, and his granddaddy. It's called his Granddaddy's Gun. That is a sad song, and I can relate to both my grandfathers, but I never really had that very good close relationship with them because my other one was down in Texas, and the other one worked and did a lot of stuff, and I really never spent a lot of time with them. I mean, when I was little, I used to go to my other grandpa's in a place called Wingo, Kentucky, where he had a thing of land. He had a pond, and there was a big old thing out there. But on the far edge out there on the pond, there was a salt lick that they put out there, I think, every year, and the deers would come out there and lick it. I mean, I've always heard the stories where he would even sit out there and shoot turtles. He would sit out there with a gun, shoot turtles, snakes, even a fish. Even any kind of creature that comes right near, it comes up in the water, out of the water and near the water, he'd pop them. I think he had like a shotgun or something like that, or whatever he had. He just popped them every time they come up. It's crazy. I don't know much about my other one. But I do know that my other grandfather is Cherokee, which is where my Cherokee comes from, which also comes from my dad's side too, of his mother, which is where my name come from. Which her name was Linda, but then of course they come up with a name, which was going to be Dylan if I was a girl, but of course I got named Dylan. And of course I had a nickname that everybody called me Peanut. But back to the artist. So, Aaron Lewis. So far, he's got That Ain't Country, Northern Redneck, Long Summer, Sinner with Willie Nelson, when him and Willie Nelson did it. I love that song. But then also, he's also got a live version on there now. The thing is, now I can't even listen to the album that he had up there, that he had put up. And now you have to go with YouTube Premium to listen to it. Why can't the music just be there to listen to without Music Premium, please? I had no problem with that. Now that's bullcrap, YouTube. YouTube's not broken. I'm not saying you are broken, but please, make it the way it once was. Because now I have to find music that somebody already took and uploaded. And I want to listen to his music. Can you please just get rid of the YouTube Premium? What do you think Spotify is for? What do you think all the other things out there are for? I mean, just get rid of the Premium, please. I like listening to the songs. But let's get back to it. So I said, That Ain't Country, Northern Redneck, Country Boy, he had George Jones, Charlie Daniels, him, and then this other guy. But the other guy sung about the flags. Him and that guy sung about the flags. The Don't Tread on Me and the American flag. Which, of course, I've got my stars and bars right here. A lot of people think, oh, it's racist. No, it's not racist. Y'all do your history. It's not racist. It represents heritage, pride, and hospitality to me. Which is about my heritage and my southern pride. Which I also have a Yankee flag, which is red and yellow. And it's got like a black trim around it. I don't have it. I drew it on paper with the half Confederate and the half Yankee flag. Which the Yankee flag would be considered the American flag. But back in the day, the one flag they had like the circle and the stars, which represented Betsy Ross, I think. Betsy Ross, I'm not mistaken, which was the one in the circles was to represent the 13 colonies. But that flag was also that's the original Confederate flag before big old bars and big old stars and bars. It represents my southern pride. But let's get back into it here. So he is a good artist to me in a lot of he's probably one of my favorite country artists so far. But Luke Combs takes that with a cake. And Luke Combs is awesome. There's a lot of songs I can name. Ice Cold Beer, Never Broke My Heart. Number one, where he talks about where his wife and stuff, where his wife even ends up leaving him, and then he goes to a gas station to scratch off a lottery ticket, wins $100, and goes buying 2 12 packs of beer and a tank of gas. Which, that's another one. And then Hurricane. He's got a whole bunch more. I follow him on Instagram, man. He's got a whole bunch of songs where he's pretty much pre-working on before he gets the album out. And he's already got an album cover that somebody made for him. Which is really dope. I mean, him and Aaron Lewis, I both like those two. And Aaron Lewis is changing the way country is. Hopefully we're to the better. And not this country pop crap that Nashville's trying to change all the music to. I hope that the change will hopefully stay for good with bringing back the old school country and not this. I'm gonna jump on my truck and start riding in my skinny jeans while my hood's open up, and I'm looking at my girls when I'm drinking my beer, and I'm riding with the side with her on my lap. She's a dancing there while I'm riding the go. Boom, 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 boom. Like this. I don't wanna go, but she's gotta go. She's a cowgirl and I'm a cowboy. And I used to ride in the rodeo with my girl on the back of her truck when we used to go watch those shows in the middle of the night and get so drunk and got so tipsy. We all didn't know, but we all got a little flipsy. Okay. Stupid country pop. People have somehow or another put Jason Aldean in the country pop section. He needs to stay out of that and stay with the routine country that I like. Jason Aldean, please, brother, you got some damn good music. I like a lot of your songs. When the Lights Come On, man, that's a good one. And then, of course, you got a lot of country love songs. Which, I mean, a lot of country was basically love songs. I mean, it told stories about the trucks, about being cheated on. Sometimes real life struggles. That's the country that I grew up with. And then I grew up with the Outlaws. The outlaw music that I heard. Which, it's really the old stuff, and that's the good stuff. I see some newer artists coming up and changing that. But let's just hope the change with these newer artists will hopefully change the landscape of country pop and get it out of here so country will be the way it once was. Okay, now let's move on to number 2. This man is a country artist, but he's a rap artist and a rock dude. He's been on the Billboard charts multiple freaking times. He's had a song on the YouTube trend page, trend for 3 days straight, with a certain somebody that name will not be mentioned into this video. But all out respect, Church, you're a humble guy. I freaking look up to you. I'm not about the drinking, smoking, dipping, or drugs and like that. I'm there for the music. I freaking love the music. And when you come out and diss people, when they're starting dissing you and start taking shots at you, you come back swinging like Eminem. And in a way, you're a way better than Eminem is, because you've got more wordplay, and you can come up with some serious stuff. You try to, like, you can put stuff together in a weird way and then make it, you can actually put it together and make where it makes sense. Sorry about that, Church. Sorry, brother. I'm a big fan of yours, though. I am. So let's get to some of the songs I like by him. Stuck on 17, but the first song I ever heard by him was Shoulda Named It After Me, because I've been following him since 2017. I come across him when I found his music, because of course I come across Redneck Nation with Hillbilly. I come across one of his reaction videos to Daddy 05. Now I'm missing that, man. Man, let me tell you, I got a hat from Redneck Nation. And let me guess, they've got everything for all you southern and northern folk out there. That redneck is shit and live life to the funnest that you can. As a fellow redneck myself, I don't always do the yee. I just do that when I'm being in a goofy mood and I'm hanging with my brothers. I know Earl Devils Jr. does it, but Earl Devil Jr. is awesome. America. Oh man, Country Boy Love. And then City Boy Stuck. I like that one too, but let's get back to Upchurch. Upchurch is a humble man. He's been on the Billboard charts multiple times. He is an awesome country rapper. He does rock, rap, and country. And this man is just all out humble. He's nothing but an all out respectful dude that a lot of people can follow and look up to. Man, he's a big motivator to me. And I respect this dude just as much as his fans do. Knowing I'm part of the Raise Hell and Eat Cornbread, knowing that was something him and his brother came up with and put it on a shirt and called Redneck Nation, Bobby put it on a shirt, and it sold like hotcakes. They've got a lot of Raise Hell and Eat Cornbread stuff. They've got a lot of Confederate flag stuff. They have a lot of Ghost Ranch, Upchurch, Bottleneck, and all other names to be known. Man, let me tell you. Let's see. Should have named it after me. Stuck on 17. Let's see here. We got a big list of music right here that he has, and a lot of songs. Stuck on 17. Should have named it after me. Red, White, and Blue Jeans. And then, of course, he done that remix by a little Red Trippy. Death. When he got bored. When he gets bored, he goes completely insane. He goes to Beast Mode 2.0, and then he goes to other Super Savage. He will body those. He will body that beat like nobody's ever seen before. I ain't got no bars. But when I watch reaction channels, it helps me. And then whenever I listen to it on my own, I catch the bars just like that. That's plain and simple. Which helps with me to think. Which will get to me on the personal stuff here in a bit. So, and of course number 3, that is Five Finger Death Punch. But let's go back to Upchurch a second. Upchurch has pretty much exposed the music industry and what it is and how corrupted it is and how bad it is, on how it's trying to change people. That's why he's a single artist on his own, and he's doing it himself. He's been doing this since 2014 to almost with a new start of the new year of 2020. He's going to change. He's going after the freaking country charts in 2020 because he's promising that. He's promising all of you damn industries that you better watch out. You better watch out. Because when this man's dead and gone, people are going to still be listening to his music. Even in the near future. This man is all out humble. And I'll pay nothing but respect and love for this brother. Me doing all this talking is drying my throat out. But I'm having fun and I'm keeping you guys entertained and not trying to bore you guys. I'm trying to keep my enthusiasm. Which sometimes I don't have a lot of enthusiasm, but with making these videos every day, you know, I know with the way my mic sounds on the PlayStation, doesn't sound all that good, but let's get back to the thing. I'll quit my rambling on that, but I've got my camera, ready to go for tonight's Skyrim stream. I'm going to have to stick with my plain old mic, or I'll make adjustments to it to where it sounds a little louder. Let's get back to this. So, number 3, Five Finger Death Punch. Come Back for More, Madden 12. The reason that I got into that song when I started listening to it, that song pumped me up with such adrenaline that I couldn't stop. When I hate cardio. I freaking hate standing cardio. Even though I have to get my heart pumping and I gotta move, get my blood flowing, get my heart ready, so I have energy to use during the intense workouts I do here to keep myself motivated and focused, or I'll completely doze off and play on my phone for a few minutes and then get back into the workout, which I'm sure it's hard for me, knowing I'll get to that in my next list. Okay, so this means war. This is war. I think it's war, and then this is war. I got your 6. Let's see. I mean, there is a bunch of songs that I've got. Battleborn. I just recently listened to that, like, during my workout. I listened to a lot of their songs. I mean, I've got a friggin' playlist with them in my rock section. I don't know why I put them in my rock. I mean, I'm not really big on metal, but I'm not about the screamos, but I like Five Finger Death Punchers for a lot of reasons. And, of course, there's another one. There's another one where they are paying, there's a video or whatever. I think it has to do with the California fires, but they bring in Brentley Gilbert and a few other guys. Brentley Gilbert's another one of my favorites. And I mean, and when they put together that song, I mean, it is a good song. I won't lie. Let me see. It's not in my rap section. What am I doing? Go to my list. Rock. It should be in my top. It should be in my, okay. Yeah. Death Punch. Blue on Black. Blue on Black is awesome. I mean, Blue on Black is awesome. Let's go back to number 2. I forgot to mention the rock with Upchurch. Pine Creek Road, Dirty Elvis, Nash Vegas, Ghost Ranch, How High, which is a Creeker 1, and the other songs I mentioned were part of Creeker 2, and there was another one that was Creeker 1, which is Pine Creek Road, Rattle and Change, Hillbilly Psycho's part of Creeker 2. I mean, there is so much. I mean, his rock album goes from... But when I listened to Dirty South, it hit the bar with me. When it hit the bar, that song was probably my favorite that he had at number 2. Right with Shoulda Named It After Me. That was such a good song. And back to Five Finger Death Punch. They're knowing their metal and rock cross. I mean, they're awesome. They're just a good up band. And that's, I got into them because of Madden 12. But let's get to number 4. Number 4, I had to sit here and think about that. But Kid Rock. Kid Rock does rock, heavy metal. They said he even did rap, which that would probably be referred to country rap now. He's transitioned to country, and I like a lot of it. Booyaka or something like that, or one of them. He's got so much music, it's hard to list. I mean, he's transitioned from his metal days to when he was rapping. I couldn't believe he actually really rapped, but it's kind of some sort of hip hop cross. But and all out, he's a good artist. And the thing is, my brother's like, he's not that good. I'm like, Bub, what are you talking about? And like, his music has changed. It's like he's not all that good, dude. He's just going for a change. A lot of people, you don't have to like him, but that's your own opinion. You got your own thoughts and opinions. I've got my own. I'm gonna say I like him. I mean, heck, I do. I listen to a lot of his stuff. Not as much as I used to, but between me and Upchurch, we like Kid Rock. I like Kid Rock. I come across Kid Rock before. I mean, I've heard his name a bunch on TV, but I don't think I've ever heard his music until the near future. Okay, now let's get to number 4. Number 4, Jason Aldean. I've mentioned his name before. He's got a lot of songs, but a lot of people are saying that he's gonna be in pop, even though he's got some songs that are in the pop, country pop. But They don't belong in that. They really don't. They really don't belong in the country pop section, but he should stay in the country lane and stay out of the country pop. And he's always being himself. He's humble. He writes a lot of good songs. He's got a lot of good music that I've heard throughout the years. I know 1994 was probably the first one I've ever heard. Listen to Joe Diffie coming out the radio. And had the jukebox off the radio. Same. I get my thing mixed up in my verse when he sings those chorus, when he sings the lyrics and the song. But then, of course, he's got a whole bunch, a lot that I've listened to and through my struggles when I'm down and stuff. Okay, number 5 is I mean, this is hard. I mean, I like a lot of artists. Let me think. Let me think. Chris Stapleton. I listen to a lot of Chris Stapleton here and there. He's a song where he mentioned an outlaw state of mind. Tennessee. I've heard a lot of Tennessee whiskey being down here in Texas a lot, which originally was a song that George Jones sung and wrote, but I guess he got permission to sing it, even though it was in his own album. Okay, that's all I've got to say on for that one. Let's get to my personal list, stuff that I can actually get to here and get to close enough to ending the video for you guys so I don't bore you. I got to get ready to upload y'all a stream tonight, so which means the face cam is going to be working. The face cam will finally be working, which is that little monster right there. Which you'll probably end up seeing this part of the room here. When I get it turned on, you'll see it fully when I live stream. So let's get to the thing about me. A lot of things that y'all don't know about me is I have disabilities. I have ADHD, retardation, and autism. I mean, I know I have them, and I do take medicine for it to help me focus. Which I have to take stuff like that to help me focus, because then throughout my life in school, there's a lot of things that either I get off focus or I get distracted. And that has to do a lot of the times when I don't pay attention, which sometimes I say a lot of stupid things and a lot of things like that. When I was a kid, I got into a lot of trouble, even though I didn't know no better. But a lot of it had to do with my disability. I can't keep relying on my disability my whole life. It'll be my leading crutch. Because I know I have it. All I got to do is try to improve to do better. And I'm 20 years old. I've had this since I was young. When I was a baby. I'm sure a lot of people out there have different disabilities than I do. Heck, I know some people with ADD and they don't have to do with this hyperactive disorder that I have. And knowing that I'm mildly gifted. I mean, I don't like using the word mentally retardation, but I kind of grew over and got used to that. I'm not offended by that. I was probably real sensitive when I was younger because, I didn't know what a lot of things meant until I started there's still a lot of stuff I gotta learn in life. I mean, I didn't really know much about YouTube. I just watched videos and then watched a lot of people. I just laughed. I love video games. I mean, that was like the first thing I ever got myself into was games. Video games. I mean, I did play outside too. I always played outside on some occasions, or sometimes I'd be stuck in my room playing a game. I'd even be outside playing in the dirt, playing with sticks, playing with pine cones. Sometimes I use my imagination and play with my imaginary friends like we all did when we were young. I mean, a lot of us did when we were kids. A lot of us did. But I don't know about this newer generation now. A lot of them are playing on their phones and playing all sorts of games and not going outside and enjoying the outdoors. Knowing I'm older now, I'm not much of a kid anymore. I'm kind of an adult. Well, I am an adult. I'm a young adult. At the age of 20. I'll be 21 next month, guys. I'll be 21 years old next month. By the start of the new year. Not the first day, just 12 days. He goes, I'll let y'all know on the stream tonight. I'm not really going to break this all down. Well, yeah, I will. Because that was the first thing that I mentioned. That's the number one thing I talked to you guys about. Now, number two. I grew up watching a lot of cartoons. I had a lot of cartoons I enjoyed, but there were certain ones I enjoyed. There was Pokemon, Ben 10, Scooby-Doo, Danny Phantom, Fairy Odd Parents, heck, even Jimmy Neutron. And then, of course, I watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. And then, of course, the Rugrats and Hey Arnold. Those are mostly my favorite. There's more. But, I mean, I when I was a little young, when I was probably like 16 or so, I'd still watch cartoons. I'd still sit down. In this very day, I'll still say I watch cartoons. What's nuts is I have a lot of Pokemon games here. And I know people that absolutely watch the anime to this very day. Even the new anime. I've watched the first season to X and Y, and then when I watched a little bit of Sun and Moon, and I kind of stopped. I don't know if I got burned out or I kind of just wanted something else to get into, which of course I watch wrestling a lot of. I watch a lot of wrestling, but now the WWE's kind of fallen down. It's not as good as it once used to be. It's what I watched back in 2014 when I started getting back into it. Which I'm going to say my favorite of all time pay-per-view was 2014 Survivor Series, Authority versus Team Cena. That is my favorite of all time. At least my favorite. And of course okay, let's get to games. Number 3, games. My first ever game that I can't remember playing, I think it was Zelda, Majora's Mask. Which was the one that my mother played. And knowing my goofy self, I took and deleted all the save files she had on there. Did it end well? No. I had to sit there and play the whole game over. And I did. But the thing was, what made a lot of the games fun was we had a Game Shark. And you can pretty much hack the game and just get all the codes and all sorts of little Easter eggs and all sorts of items. And you can get all the unlockable stuff. You can even make some people. You can even make a lot of heck and No Mercy. You can make your wrestlers giant. I'm like, they've got to be breaking the fourth wall in the game because it'd be so buggy, within all the craziness that goes on in there. But then, of course, I played so many games: WrestleMania 2000, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Fighter's Destiny. That was the thing that me and my mom did, and of course we did WrestleMania 2000. Where we make a bunch of fat guys and we put them in diapers and we call them fat babies. That's really what we call them. Oh, that was so freaking stupid, though. It's not. It's still funny. It was such a stupid idea. But then, of course, I had the idea to create this superstar named Steve Shortjoe and Mr. Cop, which were 2 superstars that I created. And then, of course, I had an obsession with Tori, but then, of course, now I don't. Alexa Bliss is my favorite, and she's my crush. I know I told you guys that before in a video that I made, but I took that down. It wasn't all that good. The quality was terrible. I think my phone's fixing to get close to hitting its data limit, so I better take on the memory base on this phone. Okay. Let's get to number 4. Number 4. The thing is about me. There's a lot of things I don't like doing, and then of course I have a short attention. I have like an attention span. There's only so many things that I can do that if I get bored and I can't do it, and then I get real bored and want something else to do. That's kind of how I am. I mean, I really if there's something I'm supposed to be doing, and I spend like maybe 25 minutes doing it, and then I get burned out and get bored. I'm like, I gotta go do something else stuff. Keep me occupied. And I'm driving everybody else nuts. That's the thing about having these disabilities. You're going to drive people nuts. That's part of that. Even from a kid, you're going to still drive people nuts. And the thing is, I didn't know it, but Upchurch has ADHD too. I didn't realize he did, but he does. And that man has a good heart. Yeah, my voice is about gone. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm thinking number 5. Let's go to number 5 and then try to wrap this whole thing up. Number 5 is just important stuff. Tonight we will have Skyrim special Arthur Morgan Returns special edition tonight, which will be my face cam reactions. And what's funny is I did not know, but this face cam right here will actually have like little things on there where you can record your voice, which it'll also work just like a microphone on your PlayStation, and you can command your PlayStation with it. I was like, that's cool. But I know most of the YouTubers have like a mic and they're at a desk. I have a desk. It's full of junk. It is full of junk. And then of course there's my pre-workout. Not pre-workout, my workout protein work. It's my protein. I'm an idiot. That was so cringy. I'm not doing that again. Well, if my cringy, stupid, funny, random content's gonna make this channel go up, then we might as well have fun doing it and entertaining you guys. Well, guys, I think that's all I have for today. Till Skyrim tonight. I hope you give this big fat video. I hope you give this video a big fat thumbs up. Give it a big fat like. Turn on notifications to be notified whenever I upload a video or go live, and click the little bell to be notified whenever I upload a video, so you keep in touch with what content I put up. I'm working on impersonations. I said I was going to do that today, but then I got kind of a late start today, so that's normal for me. I'm planning to get Skyrim up for you guys. Dirty South Wrestling was just posted yesterday. I'm planning to do more. When I create a tag team, I'm going to put their entrance up on the channel. So it'll be up on the channel. I'll have the new Wolfpack up tonight. That was the main event. It was the Revival versus Wolfpack. You guys will get to see that entrance, because it seems like the entrance videos seem to get more views. Which I want to put stuff up that also interests you guys, and that also interests me. I'm going to be working on the sneak peek. I'm going to try to finish it up. I'm gonna probably spend about 2 more weeks on it and see what I can do with it. See where it goes. You'll get a story. You'll get to hear the story, and you get to see the whole thing with the Skyrim and then the Dragon Age Inquisition cross with my daughter Nora, me and my old daughter. And of course, I hope you guys are having a good day. A happy New Year to everybody. And 2020 is upon us. Let's hope we survive. Hope you guys enjoy this. Become part of the DW Nation, DW Notification Squad. Subscribe. And help me reach my goal to 100 subs, so we can get on the way to our next milestone, 500 subs, and eventually get to 1,000. Let's enjoy what we got going on. Let's finish in 2019 up strong. And hopefully by the end of the year, get to 200 subs, perhaps. Let's get there. I don't know. Not by this year, but next year. Or at least 500. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to help me do. I'll leave the goals there. Y'all just help me reach them. I'll be appreciative of that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace.